Okay, hello. I'm live. Um, just like last time, feel free to pop into the chat and let me know if you can't hear me or can't see me or if you have any questions. I know that I am just talking to my computer, but I do like to try to keep this interactive. Welcome to your Root to Rise Saturday afternoon, late morning, probably afternoon if you're on the East Coast class. I had a little feedback from last class that I could slow it down and offer a little bit more opportunity for people to really dive into what I'm saying and explore. Oh, thanks, Amanda. Sound is good. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. This class will start similarly. We'll be on the floor in constructive rest. We'll do a little bit different of a core warmer. We'll do some touching and massaging of our bodies. And today I'm going to spend extra time asking us to explore this idea of the root to rise sensation in our body, which I'll get to as class goes on. And then we will explore the same phrase that I offered last time, the solo that I had created, but I decided that we're not going to do the whole thing. I'd much rather that we treat this phrase as a little bit of a learning tool to just keep applying the stuff that I'm going to talk about in the first part of this class. So the goal is not to learn and perform this solo perfectly, but just see if you're really feeling the connection to the earth and are you able to move your body with that in mind. So it's more of like a little bit of like a movement experiment than anything. So with that being said, I didn't just chug a cup of coffee. I did. I'm going to try and take that energy, join me on the floor. Let me get situated here. I'm going to play some breathing space music. I will speak up, but again, just holler at me if you can't hear me. So, to begin. Join me in constructive rest. If you don't know what that is, you can just look to me. For this first part of the class, I will just be dictating, so feel free to not worry about looking at the screen. You can close your eyes and breathe with me. Here we go. Starting in constructive rest. The backs of your hips on the earth, your feet on the earth, palms facing up, back of your head here. And before we do anything else, let's take 2 breaths in together. So inhale, exhale. 1 more. Allow your body to be still. And notice where your body is connecting with the earth. I notice my heels, my hips, my shoulders, the back of my head. Let those points of connection seep into the earth below you. Like your body is a plant, and all of these points of connection in the earth are the roots growing down, down, down. Continue to take deep, nourishing breaths throughout this process. Exhale any tension, any stress. If your eyes aren't already closed, I invite you to close them if that feels comfortable to you. And observe, where else is your body connected to the earth? My knuckles, the back of my knuckles on my hand are connected. My elbow is resting on the ground here. The more I relax, the more the back of my ribs find the earth. Really indulge in this stillness. The quietness of the body. If there's any part of your body that's feeling like really tense, like maybe your hip flexors are not enjoying this process right now, just send breath to that space. What does that mean to send breath? It's your interpretation, really. When I think about that, I'm breathing into my lungs, obviously, but I'm also imagining maybe I have little lungs that live in my hip joint. And when I take a deep breath in, I just have this visual of these lungs inflating in my hips. And that helps to relieve a little bit of the tension I carry. Use your imagination. Let's take 3 deep inhales and exhales together. Sending space to anywhere you need it in your body. First inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Last inhale in this moment. On your exhale, see if you can flutter your eyes open. Move your neck from side to side. Oh. We're going to bring a little movement into our legs. Same as last week, maybe go ahead and place your hands on your hips so you have a reminder of that anchoring that's happening through the front of the hips, down the back of the hips, deep, deep, deep into the earth. And slowly start to sway your knees from side to side in a windshield wiper motion. Keep breathing. If you have especially tight hips like I do, maybe anybody who's spending a lot of their time sitting in a chair or on the couch watching a lot of Netflix, no shame. This exercise alone is a little bit challenging to me. I have to stay really present and remember to breathe. And just remember to constantly bring attention to like where the back of my hips are connecting to the floor. So as you're doing this, increase the range of your windshield wiper. And if this hip starts to lift up a little bit, that's cool. Just always bring it back down as you're letting your legs fall to the other side. And when you're ready, let your knees fall to your left side. Again, noticing where your body is anchored down. I notice my left hip is deep into the earth. I am aiming for my right shoulder to be anchored into the earth, and I'm extending my right arm, and I'm just looking at that hand. Notice your range of motion. Maybe you can really, I'm pushing this, but maybe you just naturally fall to the side here. Maybe you're like me, where you're in this middle point. Maybe your leg can't get over at all. Whatever it is, stay where you are. I'm just gonna start this music again. Wherever you are, just sink in. If you're looking for an extra stretch, go ahead and take your right leg and bring it across your body, and your left hand is gently resting on your thigh or on your calf, not your knee. We don't want to put any undue strain on our knee joints. This right hand is energized, and I'm reaching it to the right. Deep breath in and exhale. Where's your body connected to the earth? Maybe take one more breath on your own and just sink a little deeper. Take your right hand, place it on your right hip, and just offer yourself a little tactile aid in the words of Trish Casey, for any pickles watching. And let that assist you in bringing your hips back to neutral. Back to your constructive rest. And let's move to the other side. Knees fall to the right. Left arm reaches. If you have it within your range. Go ahead and look to your left. I'm going to just keep my head facing you for teaching purposes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Where's your body sinking into the earth? I'm noticing my right hip, my right leg. My goal is always for my left shoulder to be sinking into the earth for that nice oppositional stretch. If it feels good to you, let your left leg reach across your body. You can assist in this stretch, hand on the back of your thigh, and your hammies, on your calf, not on your knee. Whew, take a breath in and out. Reach with your left arm if your right, let me say that again. Reach with your left arm if your left leg is reaching across your body. This is like this oppositional pull here. I notice I have a lot of tension in my body. I am feeling sore. I'm just going to take a moment to take a breath of my own and see if I can exhale some of that. Great. When you're ready, use your left hand on your left hip. Just not in a bossy way, but just let it assist your hip back to the earth. Oh, yes. Okay, let's take our hands and place them on our belly. If you want it on your chest, that's great too. Keep my two hands on my belly. Let's take 3 breaths in and out and just set a little bit of an intention for ourselves. I would invite you to set the intention of feeling a grounded energy all throughout class, but if you're like, what I really need to do is be focusing on breathing, or I need to be focusing on you fill in the blank. Your intention can be whatever you want. But let's take 3 breaths. Here we go. Inhale. Final breath. job. Let's warm up our core a little bit, wake up the body. Last week we did the dead bug exercise. Today we're going to do something a little bit simpler. Lift your right knee up. Left foot stays anchored into the ground, and we're going to tap our toe to the earth and our heel. I'm thinking about keeping the back of my ribs on the ground and my hips connected so I don't have any like of this kind of stuff happening. I won't go into too much detail, you can just see that. So just feel in your body, 2 hips on the earth, and let's just follow me. So we're going to point your toes and your heels. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. 8 more. 1 and 2. And think of your ribs closing. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Step it down, other foot. And here we go. Toes and heels. Toes and heels. Toes and heel. Toe and heel. 8 more. 1, 2. Are your lower abs engaged? 3. This is not an aesthetic question. This is a strength question. When we engage these abs, it takes the pressure out of our hip flexor, and it helps us to be more mobile generally. I have completely lost count. Let's just do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. 2 feet flat on the earth. If you need to stretch out your little hippie hips, go for it. But we're just gonna do 8 more. You guessed it. Place your hands flat on the earth. Engage your lower core. Knees are touching, legs are zipped up together. And here we go. 1. This is hard for me. 2, 2, 3. Are your shoulders on the earth? 4, 5, 6, 7, oh my golly, and 8. Cool. Go ahead and hug your knees. Keep one knee into your chest, your right knee, and let your left leg extend. Switch that. Ooh, stay where you are. I'm just gonna pause the tunes. Left knee in. Go ahead and let that fall flat to the earth. And with your heels down on the ground, just kind of like shake your body like this. Feel free to vocalize if that feels good to you. I love a good moan to let everybody know that I'm feeling it. Okay, great. Go ahead and come into a fetal position on your right side. Say hello to your couch if it's in your way. If you can touch your couch and your entertainment center at the same time, we're in the same boat. This is a class for small spaces. Oh, anyway, get up. Anyway, you need to join me here. A little butterfly. Oh, and so just take this opportunity to give your feet a little love. I had this realization not long ago as a dancer that my focus in class traditionally has always been are my hips in place, and what do my abs look like, and a lot of aesthetic questions that are functional but maybe a little superficial, and that I didn't spend any time kind of like acknowledging my incredible feet and the way that they support me and move me around the earth as a dancer and as just a human person. And so I'm trying to just give a little love to my feet and my legs these days. A little extra love, and just acknowledge that you guys do a good job for me, and I'm thankful for you. And so go ahead and give your calves a little squeeze. Maybe just a little friction around the knee to warm it up. And get up into that gluteus medius and that hip, and just, doesn't have to be too crazy. We're gonna breeze through this a little bit. But just on your own, while you're doing this, maybe just send some internal intention and love and just gratitude to our incredible body. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for helping me travel the earth. Maybe if your hands find their way to your lower back, just give a nice little rub there too. You know what, while we're at it, just the whole thing. Give your whole body a little gratitude. Okay, great. Once you feel satisfied with that, join me in this butterfly. This can be as tight as you need it to be. Oh, that's a force. It can be as long as you need it to be. Just find out. Last week I explained to you what your ass bones are, essentially. Your sits bones. Somebody recently took an anatomy class, and the teacher, who was amazing, was saying that it's a personal pet peeve of hers to call them sits bones, because you don't say like, you sits over there and you sits over there. So she liked to call them sitting bones, which I guess I don't have a preference myself, but I've been thinking about that a lot this week. Join me on your sitting ass bones. Place your hands on your shins, and let's just bring in some flexion and some curving. Three. Yes, just forward and back. Notice if your core is engaged. Just let it be fired up a little bit to take the pressure out of our hips. And forward, and let's bring it around town. Reverse, reverse. Don't forget to breathe. Bring this up into the neck and just gentle rolling of the neck. When you get to your left side, go ahead and use your left hand and just a tiny, tiny assist. I'm barely touching my neck, and this is giving me a stretch, so. Roll your neck in the opposite direction. Notice if your shoulders are tense, and just let them relax. And over to the right, use your right hand to assist very gently. And reverse again. Let's go over to our left side and stretch over. If your elbow can reach the ground, incredible. Only really have your elbow on the ground if your right hip can also push into the ground. If you're finding yourself like this, then straighten that arm and reach. We're just looking for a side stretch here, so whatever feels good to you. Be honest, be authentic. No one can see you in class, so there's no need to be a hero. Go ahead and open it up to the sky if you can, your chest. Oh, and close it and meet me on the other side. This side is more tight than the other side. If you have a yoga cave under your couch and happen to have a block and want to let that. Got tricks over here, guys. That's not fair, though. You might not have that, so. Oh, okay, bring it forward. Roll up. Use your hands to assist you if you need. Join me in a downward facing dog. If you, like me, sometimes have issues putting pressure on your wrists, I learned a cool thing recently. If you think of your hand as a triangle, going from your pinky to your thumb to your pointer finger, so really thinking about this part of your hand and thinking about that's where you want the pressure to go. Also pressing your your pointer finger knuckle into the earth. That has really helped me find some space in my wrists. So we're just gonna go into a nice little down dog. Pedal your feet. And slowly walk your feet towards your hands, taking tiny little steps, as many as you need. What's a good angle for me for you? Okay. Whoo, girl. Go ahead and let your feet be hips width distance apart. A nice test for that. If you don't already know, 2 fists in between the balls of your feet. And we're just gonna hang here for 3 to 4 breaths. Interlace opposite elbows and let your head hang and the back of your neck hang down. So here we go. Oh, bend your knees if you feel a lot of tension in the back of your legs. Two. Three. Last breath. Bend your knees. Go with me on this little journey. Walk your hands out into a quick plank. Yes, I said plank. And we're going to stay here for, excuse the boob angle. Here we go. For a couple of breaths. Or maybe I'll just stay here until I'm done talking. I find that when I'm in class and somebody else is asking me to do a plank, it feels like it takes forever. Like it's the longest 30 seconds of my entire life. But when I'm teaching a class and I am offering planks, if I just keep talking, I can stay here forever. Okay, lower your knees to the earth. Point your toes. Take a little child's pose. Oh. And in your own way, join me in standing, roll up slowly, but cool. A couple more thoughts before we could take a little break for water. How did I do this last time? Okay, I'm going to do a little thought experiment just to reiterate more and more of the idea of rooting into the earth to grow taller. So Wow. I don't think there's a way for me to have both right now, but I'm going to ask you to stand up tall. Okay. And if I asked you to try and touch the ceiling of your living room with the top of your head, how would you do that? Like, just if I really meant it, what I would do is I would get on my tippy toes and try to like reach. Maybe you would jump. I mean, maybe you'd like climb on your furniture or something, but the point I'm trying to make is that feeling of pressing into the earth with the balls of our feet to literally rise our body up in space, to try and touch the ceiling with our head. This feeling, this energetic feeling, I want us to be thinking about any time we're standing up straight on the floor. So without actually coming into releve, just that energetic feeling of feet planted in the earth, pressing down in order to create this space in our spine, and think about our head lifting up to the ceiling. That's that root to rise feeling. Maybe this is completely familiar to you, or maybe this is the first time that you have been introduced to this idea. This class, this Root to Rise class that I'm teaching, is made for all movers of any experience level. I think that if you are a person who holds a dance degree like myself, maybe this is really rudimentary, but going back to the basics is so, so useful. And if this is new to you, how cool. I love this. So I just wanted us to come together here, stand in our Tadasana, palms facing forward or towards your legs, whichever feels better for your shoulders at this point. And I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. And just take 3 more breaths and just explore that sensation of rooting to rising. So here we go. 1. 2. And 3. Feel the length. Great. Why don't you grab a sip of water and join me back here in 30 to 40 seconds. Thank you, David and Amanda, for being here. If anybody else wants to say hey, make yourself known, please do in the chat. Otherwise, remain anonymous. That is the benefit, one of the very few benefits of practicing from home. Alexander too. Alexander, my brother's partner, who gave me these fly bangs. I like them very much. Shelly and Eric, the reason for the season.
Okay. Playing from Dia's iPhone.
Shelly, if I need to adjust anything with the music, let me know. I did bring the speakers closer to the computer today. Okay. Break is over, you guys. Join me. What are we doing? Yep. Okay. Again, the point of all of this sounds pretty good. Thanks, Shell. The point of all of these exercises today, my intention for myself and for the class is just to be thinking about this energetic relationship of our connection to the earth and the sky. And I'm just going to say that a million more times because that's where my head's at. Anyway, so here's, I want you to keep that in mind with this next exercise. It's very basic. We're going to start 2 feet together, parallel, arms out to the side. Make sure that in the course of this, you're not like getting, I don't know what that would be, like the bow of a boat. Consider maybe your two palms are pressing up against a wall, like, my couch or something, just like something even. Keep them on your shoulders, on your body, on your spine. You've probably done this before, but we're going to take this tilt 4 counts to the right. Thinking about that connection with my opposite leg into the earth. 4 up, 4 to the other side. Opposite leg connection, coming on up. We're going to take a plie and a curve as though we are hugging a giant beach ball. Someday we will go to the beach again. Standing up straight, and then a nice little lift with our heart up to the ceiling. So don't do anything crazy unless you've got it in you. Alexander, you might have an incredible range going for you right now, but for the rest of us, just think about this straight line going up to the earth. That's the story. So 4 to the right, stretch, 4 to the left, stretch, 4, 4, 4 counts, 4 counts. Then we'll go to the left and then to the right, here and here. Turn it out, same thing. Let me make an addendum here. To the right, yep, to the left, to the right, and turned out. To the left, and then to the right, and to the left. So we'll do it many times. No need to make it too complicated. Again, this is slow exercise, but just explore your connections to the ground, to the sky, and to the space around you, outside of your physical body, your energetic body. Where is it reaching? Here we go. This is Texas Sun by Leon Bridges. Five, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and curve forward, stretch, up to the ceiling, to the left.
You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Come on, go with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun.
First position to the right.
For the engine roars. Come on, go with me till the sun goes down.
Curving forward, 2, 3, 4, and up.
Texas sun. Oh, yeah.
To the left.
Texas sun.
Head stays on your spine.
Rescue you from Fort Worth to Amarillo. Come on, go with me to the sun.
Yeah, shallow second, right.
Texas sun. Texas sun. Oh, yeah.
Last time to the left. Don't forget
Texas
to breathe.
sun. When I fall from home, you come step down somewhere, folks at home. 'Cause you keep me now, you keep me warm.
How was that for you? I'm assuming you're all like, it's amazing. So what time is it? Wow, time flies, even when you're trying to slow it down and simplify. So let's move on to just very simple pliés, just to get our little ankle joints moving. We're gonna take it in a parallel. Tendu close, plie, stretch. Left foot. Tendu close, plie, stretch, turn out. Right, plie, and left. To the side, to the side, to the back, to the back, to the side, to the side. Then we're gonna take, and this might be weird with the music, but you can just follow me, but we're gonna take 2 demi-pliés. If you have it in your practice and you feel like you're not gonna kill yourself, go ahead and take a grand. But again, I'm thinking about that plie, down, I'm pushing into the earth to come on up, and then it's still growing and growing and growing. It's pretty straightforward. This song is by Emily King. It's called, what is it called? You Remind Me, I believe. All right, yeah, so let's just warm up our joints here. Here we go.
Been about it for so long. Forgotten what it feels
Follow
like.
along, it'll make sense. 5, 6, 7, 8,
In the
9,
darkness, taking long.
plie. It's slow, but you know what? It's Saturday.
Yeah.
Turn out.
And now I'm trying so hard, but I can't shake it, shake it. No.
You know what? Sing
Oh
along.
no, I can't shake the memory. I can't fake it, fake it, no.
Ooh, do whatever you want with your
Remind
arms.
me of something. You remind me of something. Something that I used to feel myself. Something that I used to feel. Federation, like a new beginning. You remind me of something else. Something that I used to feel.
Take this up tempo. Same thing.
thing. Oh, like what I've
Turn
been
it up.
missing. Oh, something like
Close
what
your
I've been
wrists here.
missing. Oh, so long I didn't know the difference. Ooh, till you came around to remind me of what I've been missing.
5 one more
Do
time.
you sleep inside this dream? Trying to
Here's our
wake
plie. Second demi
up,
plie.
something
You don't know what that means? It's just a little bend of the knees.
Give me a reason. Yeah.
Heels. Other side.
And now I'm trying so hard, but I can't shake it, shake it. Ooh, no. Oh, no, I can't shake the
First
memory.
position again.
I can't fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it. Ooh, you remind me of something.
Maybe lift your arms to the ceiling to just really
That I used to feel myself.
do the bend.
I used to
What am I gonna say?
feel.
Feet attack
I've
horse.
been racing. I could be faking it. You remind me of something else. Something that I used to feel. Something like what I've been missing.
Take a releve.
Oh, like what I've been missing. Oh, something like what I've been missing.
Where's the freedom in this movement here?
Ooh, take you around to remind me of what I've been missing.
Take a little releve here too.
Ooh, yeah, that's the way.
Good job, you guys. Man, I like that tune. Okay. Time is a flying. I'm gonna put on one more song. It's 3 minutes long. This is your opportunity for a little improv, for something that I missed that maybe is feeling especially sticky for you today. Move in there. This is Ferris Wheel. It's a new song by Sylvan Esso. And I will meet you after it's done.
August in the heat, sweaty in the street, till the world burning, burning. I can feel your eyes, find me in the crowd, make you like me now. I see it every day, on my back in your way, you're looking pretty, finding it, so why are you waiting? When I'm standing in my dancing shoes, asphalt top and my knees are bruised. It's a summer, I got a lot to do, can't wait to do it, can you? Always swaying from side to side, in the neon lights, sitting in a wonder world, got tired, you're different for tonight. Take me, are you waiting? When I'm standing in my dancing shoes, that's what's happening, my knees are bruised. It's a summer got a lot to do, can't wait to do it, can you? Always with them side to side, in the neon lights, singing hello on the world, got tired, you'll be the fall tonight. You'll be the fall tonight. You'll be the fall tonight. Acting every day, I'm a block in your waiting. You're looking pretty fine to me, so why are you waiting? Acting every day, I'm a block in your waiting. You're looking pretty fine to me, so why are you waiting? When I'm standing in my dancing shoes, I still tap and my knees are bruised. It's a summer got a lot to do, can't wait to do it, can you? Always with them side to side, in the neon lights, singing hello on the world, got tired, you'll be the fall tonight. You'll be the fall tonight. You'll be the fall tonight.
Okay, come back to me. Great. So last week I started teaching you the beginning of this solo I made called, and what I would like to do this week, just to put a little bow on it, I'll offer a different movement experiment exercise next week. But I think what happened is that we left off with maybe a little bit of a quick, complicated arm sequence. And so I'm going to break that down, kind of slow it down and see if I can make it a little more clear. Then I'll go back and just review the beginning of the dance. And then we'll just do it all together a couple times with this rooting and rising theme in mind. If you weren't here last week, don't even worry about it because I'm going to go over it, and also you can watch me. And also I can't see you, so you can do whatever you wanted. It's amazing. So perhaps start here. Without counts, I just want to show you the movement and we can go through this together. So hands on our shoulders, or I guess it's more clavicle, thumbs on shoulders. You're going to go right arm goes down. So again, right arm down. Then your left hand comes down to meet it. One. Hand on your chest, and then this left arm kind of slices up. Yeah, just straight side it seems. So it goes right elbow, left elbow, dive, dive, pledge allegiance, slice that arm. Here you go. Right elbow, left elbow, dive, dive, pledge allegiance, slice. After that, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after that slice, dive again. Opposite hand on chest. This is gonna come back and around, and it's gonna, let me go from here. It releases our chest up to the earth and kind of this right standing leg. So here, and then you find your hands here on your forehead. A little. Where does that come from? Shoulder move and then a pelvis turn. And this is the end of the phrase for today. Okay, 10 minutes. Here we go. So, right elbow, left elbow, dive, dive, pledge allegiance, slice, dive, dive, opposite hand, whoo, big release. And then a little like swanky, swanky. So let's do that a little faster. And Right elbow, left elbow, dive, dive, pledge allegiance, slice, dive, dive, opposite hand, around. It's like head here. It's your Shakira move. So we'll do it one more time at that tempo. Here we go. Right, left, dive, dive, chest, slice, dive, dive, chest, around, headache, bellyache. It's way sexier than that. 1, 2, 3. So it's quick. Shakira, Shakira. Okay, so up a little bit quicker. Here we go. And right, left, dive, dive, hand, slice, hand, chest, around, head, belly. One more time. Here we go. Dive, dive, slice, dive, dive, around, here, here. So I believe if it's up tempo, everything gets its own count. Watch me prove myself wrong, but here we go. So you can just watch me once if you want. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Woo! Go with me on that. Here we go. Let's just all try it. I'll give you 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3 for nothing. We'll start on the 1. Okay. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. I'm going to leave that there for now. We're going to go back to the beginning. Just keep in mind that when I made this dance, I had to practice that part about 1 trillion times. So DYB in the words of Shelley Hawkins. How did this dance start? We're starting in this 5th position. It could be a 3rd, 5th, heel to toe, 3rd, plug that heel right into your arch. Or somewhere in between. Dancer's choice. Starts on this diagonal here, your left arm plugged into the body. This right hand starts at the pubic bone, starts to rise up your body here. This arm engages. Don't move. I'm just trying to make it so you can see me more. Here, this right hand slides across your cheek, comes over your head. You're going to have these 3 swivelly pliés. 1 plie, second one pops your right knee. 3rd one changes your focus to look over your left shoulder. It's going to go out and grow, and then it's going to tip over. Okay, I'm going to keep moving on, even though I know class is limited. The next move, something short and sweet. Something short and sweet. Shall we go back? So we're here. We just did all this ooey gooey, just totally dramatic. Oh, it's good to have dreams at all. Here it comes. Something. If I'm moving a little closer, I would go like this. Something short and sweet. Okay. Sweet. You're going to remember that this back knee is bent into this front knee. You're going to bring it around this hand. You see me? Hopefully anymore. This hand comes around here. There's always a light on in my head for you. As this elbow pulls down, this arm reaches out, and then you're going to slice it. Bring it around, back body. Swing and swing. Now a nice 4th position. Hands in prayer. This is what we've been waiting our whole class for. We've got this lowering and rising motion. Here we go. Am I crazy? Yes. You're going to crawl into your lunge. This right hand sweeps up. There are mountains between us. Here in Tucson, there's mountains everywhere. There's time between us. Something between us. Similar, not quite. Ha ha. This isn't breaking this arm, but it's the similar motion. So, mountains between us, time between us, something between us. Same rocking motion here. So you land, say this, but instead of that, you go like, I don't know what that feels. It feels very like I'm presenting something, very like flamenco-y almost, dramatic. You can breathe there too, that feels good. Again, this is review from last week. If you weren't here last week, just go on the ride. Okay, next one, something short and sweet. Something short, that's a swish, swish, and sweet. Walking forward 2 steps. 2 steps forward. This is the, I just want you to be able to see me. This is the one where the crown comes on the head and almost makes it, but then you duck underneath it. So hopefully you can see me here. Swish, swish. You're in a parallel side lunge, let's call it. Here. Let me go back. I'm confusing myself. So this is the dramatic ha ha. Something short and sweet. Take 2 steps. The crown's going to come down, but it doesn't make it. Left arm behind your body, and then go into this parallel lunge to the side, and your arm is here. 6 of these. Elbow into your hip, head kind of looking back in this like longing, not desperate, but like this like, She says, do you want to hurt me? Here we go, 6. Remember the 7th one comes around, slides it around the face. It grabs that smirk, wipes it off your face. That releases your left elbow. And then you're going to fall backwards. You're going to come forward. You're going to have this kind of like, again, your own personal Shakira moment. And then 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, etc., etc. Oh, there are 2 minutes left in class. I would like to run through this twice. I'm assuming the live won't cut off. So I invite you to stay for both. But if you're like, have a heart out at noon or 3, thank you so much for being here. If not, stick around. Okay, here we go. We're just going to do it twice and have fun.
There are miles between us, time between us.
It's nice and slow.
There is something between us.
Both arms are snaking up.
I may be
Here are your 3 pliés.
to dream.
Look. Now this arm
God, it feels
grows.
so good to dream at all.
Jump out all your dreams. Cards on the table.
Something short and sweet. There's always a lot on my head for you.
Prayer.
I'm waiting.
Arms are growing. Whole bodies.
Time's always trying to kill me.
Casual crawl into a lunge. Here we go. Right arm.
There are mountains between us. There is time between
Elbows
us.
break.
Like there's something
This
between
little sweep
us.
here, but now ha ha. Here's the other.
Something short and
Take 2
sweet.
steps forward. Really root into that earth.
I don't care.
Here we go. Elbow on hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
'Cause I've been
6 on the
hurting
7th one.
all alone. It didn't kill me, no.
Arm.
It wasn't no fun.
Wasn't fun.
Come and get you
Come and get you some. Here we go.
Just
And 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4,
I only want the beginning. We'll give each other all.
Woo! Okay, 5 people are still here, so let's just do it one more time. Man, dance your heart out. Just dance whatever feels good. I think that you're beautiful. Thank you for being here. Here we go.
There are miles between us. Time between us.
Left arm.
There is something between us.
Right arm comes up around your cheek.
I may be a fool
3 pliés.
to dream.
Pop that right knee. Look to your left.
But God, it feels so good to dream.
Feel all the energy coming out of your fingers. Your whole body's energized. It's not a resting place.
Something short and sweet.
Sorry for talking. Here it comes.
There's always a lot on my head for you. I am waiting. Time's always trying to kill me.
Step. You're rooted so deep.
There is time between us.
Break the elbows.
There's something between
Swing it around.
us.
Something short and sweet.
Something short and sweet.
2 steps forward.
I don't care.
Parallel.
You want
1, 2, 3.
'Cause I've been hurting
Last
all alone. It didn't kill me, no.
Left arm.
It wasn't no fun. Come and get you some.
5, 2, 3, 6,
Just
2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2.
I only want the beginning. We'll give each other all of my sting.
That's such a cliffhanger place to leave that, but that's what we have today. If you will join me on the floor, either seated cross-legged or on your knees, whatever feels good to you. Whew. Man, just diving off the deep end there. Let's bring our hands to our chest. Just revisit whatever our intention was this morning. Thank you very much for taking the time to be here. I'm very happy to move with you and to make the most of what has been a sad situation for most of us movers. This is a donations-based class. You can send me a couple bucks on Venmo or the Cash App if you feel so inclined. No pressure. I'll be here again next week with similar warm-up, a different ending phrase. With that in mind, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Your heart should be beating. You are alive, and that's a good thing. See you next week.